Sprina is special because of Nick and Tabiana. They bring a magic to the screen when you watch them. It's like in the timeline, we're all energized when we see them together. And it is just a joy and a pleasure to watch. And I cannot wait to see where this goes, because that first kiss and I love you is just going to blow us away. I just know it.
They are just something that we have not seen in soaps in a while. This interracial pairing where both actors are just so gifted and talented that when they're together on screen, they are just straight up fire. I mean, the two actors, Nicholas Chavez and Tabiana Ali, are just doing an amazing job with their craft, and they bring it every time we see them on our television screens.
They are special because they have this natural chemistry. You can see it with their looks. They always stare at each other because they're drawn to each other. And I think that's what makes them special. You see how much they care, the little ways they go out of their way to do things for each other. It's just special. And anyone who's a fan of them can see.
Sprina is special to me because I love the push and pull of the couple, especially our new iteration of the couple. I love the magnetism, the engagement, just their overall chemistry. It almost makes you feel like you're watching real people. That's one of the things I love, and a lot of the things I love about Sprina.
When they get into their craft, you see them put their all. The instantaneous love for Tabiana when she first came on the scene, and her chemistry with Nicholas in the interrogation room was must see. The fact that, her having to step into a role so quickly that's already established and so beloved, she did a phenomenal job. And of course, what can you say about Nick? But the interrogation scene shows us that chemistry that we see from now until hopefully soon getting together.
What makes Sprina special? I think it's a threefold combination of great storytelling, amazing chemistry, and undeniable acting from Nicholas Chavez and Tabiana Ali. I just think they're able to bring Spencer and Trina to life in a way that captures our imagination as viewers, that it compels us to do fan edits, fan fiction, blogs about how captivating their soon-to-be love story is and how big it's going to be not only for GH, but for pop culture as a whole if GH truly understands the gold they have with Sprina on their canvas.
Sprina is a special couple for me. This somewhat entitled, arrogant, handsome young prince falling in love with a beautiful, intelligent young black woman already has the makings of a beautiful love story. But what makes them so relatable to me is that they're both perfectly flawed. They have fallen in love with each other, but Trina's so afraid of getting hurt, and Spencer doesn't believe he's worthy of her love. Not to mention their family and friends constantly giving unsolicited advice about their close relationship. These two have been through so much in such a short time that I'm definitely looking forward to Sprina finally confessing their love for each other. I know it's definitely going to be worth the wait.
I think Sprina is so special because growing up, you didn't really get to see a black woman have such a powerful love story, and now seeing that representation and being able to not only enjoy it now as black men and women, but able to tell our kids and our grandchildren about this powerful love story in soaps, it really means the world. And I'm so grateful for Tabiana and Nicholas for portraying this story and making it the best that it can be.
The writers have really taken their time building up their love story. That's one of the things that makes these two so special. You could see their chemistry. It leaps right off the page. We got a recast and still that chemistry. It was still firmly in place. This couple was still the couple that you wanted to support, that you wanted them to find love. They're so special because of the people behind them, the characters and the actors.
The most special thing for me about Sprina is their chemistry. They have it in spades, and you never know what you're gonna get. It's comedic, it's passionate, it's sexy, it's scary at times because you don't know what to expect, but you always know it's gonna be good. And you can't fake chemistry. That's the one thing you can't fake. You can be a good actor, but you can't fake chemistry, and so they really have that.
What makes Sprina special to me is that Spencer just gives his whole heart to Trina. He lets the vulnerable parts of himself show, and he shares his hopes and his dreams and his doubts and his fears with her. He talks to her about art, and he talks about letting, about the darkness and the shadows, and how you have to get the darkness and the shadows in your life in order to let the light in. But he doesn't talk like that with anybody else. She's the only one that he can show that side of himself, not just the arrogant, haughty prince. He lets her see the human being inside of himself.
I think that they started off as friends, and then it's like a spark into something else. The chemistry is just off the charts.
I always wanted Trina to find someone who loved her and loved her only. Didn't have to have any competition from some other person or get a rejection as she has already dealt with in the past.
What makes them special to me is just that feeling that I get when I watch them. I can't even put it into words at times. They remind me of the soap greats, that slow burning love story, the man who loves the woman beyond reason, the woman who's doing her best to stay away from the quote-unquote bad boy. But we know that Spencer isn't really a bad boy.
You've got these two dynamic characters in Spencer and Trina who they're great on their own. They're amazing characters. But when you put them together, it's an explosion of all entities, and it's just must-see TV. And even though some of their writing is similar to the couples of the past, I still consider Sprina something new. We don't have another Sprina, nothing to compare them to. So they are, in a way, uncharted waters. And it's just great to see how lightning struck twice, and we got to see Sprina 2.0 blow up even bigger than Sprina 1.0.
The thing that makes Sprina so special is that their relationship was based on, most importantly, friendship. They've been there for each other since day one. And that's a pretty big deal because they can sense when the other one is going through something, and they're always there to support each other. Their friendship means everything to them, and it's something that they can't let go. And I think that translates into the future for them because they're always going to know they can confide in one another.